Welcome to another episode of the So-Called Oreos podcast, the podcast where we discuss all the awkwardness, hardships, and hilarity that come along with society labeling you white on the inside and black on the outside, also known as an Oreo. I'm Janae Price, here with
Kia Swinton
and Amari Pollard.
So this week's discussion is about love. So I know that when this episode, I know that was weird. Anyway, when this episode comes out, it's going to be a little bit past Valentine's Day, but we still thought that it would be fun to just do an episode about love and romance. And we want to get a little bit more intimate with you guys and share some of our experiences with love and dating and friendship and other relationships that have just been really, really positive for us. I feel like sometimes we spend a lot of time kind of like shitting on guys and shitting on romance and shitting on dating and being like, single black woman. So we just thought that having a positive episode about love was way overdue. So I guess I'll launch in and talk about my thoughts and feelings about Valentine's Day. And I have very weird mixed feelings about Valentine's Day because I hate that argument that like it's so dumb, it's a capitalistic venture, and like I get it, but whatever. I think it's really important to celebrate love. It makes people happy. Love is a thing because it's a thing, it's not just bull crap. But at the same time, I do get a little sad because I feel like I look around and I see a lot of people who have experienced love in ways that I've wanted to experience it. So I get a little sad because I feel like I haven't had that yet, but I try not to be and just, be happy for other people who are in love and kind of look at the fact that I've had a lot of great experiences, regardless of if they were that picture perfect, meet cute, romantic moment. So.
Yeah. Amari, you want to go?
Yeah, I guess I just like, okay, I'm not gonna act like if I had a person, I would probably very much love to be romanced on Valentine's Day. But I also do think it's weird that it's like, it's February 14th. Everyone like get out the candy, get out the flowers, and let's participate in this like timed day to show affection. And then I think it makes it more muddled now today with like social media, because I'm just like, are y'all just doing this because you want to, or are you doing it because you want to show it to people and have them confirm something about your relationship? I guess it's become like at the base, yes, I like Valentine's Day. I like that you can show affection to people and like it's something cute to celebrate, but I don't like the performance of it, what it has become. And it's just like, or like even with like self-love, a lot of people are like, oh, it's about self-love, so I'm loving myself today, I bought myself these flowers. Okay, chick, I bought myself flowers too, but I'm not posting it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. It's just not necessary. So then it becomes like,
I think you made awesome points because I think you said a lot of great things. I think it becomes performative and like I'm kind of like you, Amari. Like when I was in a relationship, I'm just like more so, I guess that's just my personality. I'm more so like to myself. And like, I just think it's for me like corny and a little tacky to be like, shout out to my Valentine, like on Instagram. I just think it's, that's me. I'm not saying it's corny if you guys want to do that. I'm just saying for me, I just think it's a little corny and like, and I just think people are doing too much. Like, I just feel like it's, yeah, keep some things to yourself. Like, it just seems performative where it's like, this is my Valentine's Day, I have to do this. And like, I was on Instagram and I was like, oh, I don't think people still post about Valentine's Day. I don't know why I thought that. Of course, I go on Instagram for like 2 seconds. People like have pictures of them like making out. I'm like, I don't need to do all that. Like, it's a little too much. It's just like, seems fake. It seems like I'm going to overdo it on Instagram. And I think I love what you said about the self-love thing because someone tweeted this too. Someone was like, you can have self-love too, but it's also like okay to want to be romanticized too. And I think that's a good point, because I think, again, people do it over the top where they're overcompensating for something. And for me, for people who are like always about like self-love, you gotta love yourself, which yes, you do, but people who are already about that life don't need to keep saying that. So like you doing all that and posting it all the time and every single day, that already tells me that you're a little bit insecure and you're like searching for something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I just hate how like not everyone is on that self-love journey, because some people are quite honestly past that. Like I don't think anyone needs to tell me like, Kia, just love yourself first. Like, do you know me? I think I'm like the greatest thing ever. The fuck? Like I don't think I need to go any
I can
higher.
I can agree with that so much, because I found myself weirdly enough scrolling through Instagram last night and just getting mega annoyed at all of these, you're still valuable even if you don't have someone, remember to love yourself. And it's like, bro, I've been working real hard to love myself, and it's not a bad thing to feel a little lonely today, because I feel like I've been loving me and working on myself my entire damn life. It's not a bad
Exactly.
thing to say that I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I have a lot to give someone else. And I
Yeah.
would love to be able to do that. It's not a bad thing. That doesn't mean I don't like myself when I talk about the fact that I'm sad that I've never really been in a honest and true relationship where someone was like, I definitely want to be with you. That's
Yeah.
not a bad thing when I
It's
talk
not.
about that.
And people like, I think it's either like you have to be one or the other. People are like, you either have to be in a relationship or you have to be like happy that you're not in a relationship and totally into yourself and all, like, which you can be. But again, I think, and like to your point, it's like usually my corny ass would participate because I'm single, and I'd be like every year I'd like post something about myself, like some stupid thing like, you know, I'm a flower that keeps on blooming or some shit. And I looked at it and I was just like, I'm not gonna post this year because one, I don't actually care. And two, like I'm kind of like you, where I've reached a point where it's like, yeah, I actually do really like myself. I like what I'm about and what I can give. And I just want to be, I want to be in a relationship where someone can give that to me. And I don't think that's wrong to say. Like,
I don't think so
I want a
either.
partner in life. Like, why do we have to act like you can, like, you got to be fine without having like a partner?
Yeah, and it's natural to feel like lonely. Yeah, like you said, it's either one or the other. It's like this whole self-love kick you in the face, or it's like I'm in a relationship, all this stuff. But I think like when I was younger, I think I was just like a romantic teen, like most girls are. And I was just like, when I get to high school, I'm gonna have a boyfriend and like all this stuff. And then of course I got to high school, it was crickets. It was looking a little quiet for your girl. So then I started, I think, being a little bitter about it, because I was like, didn't have like someone until like 19. So I was a little bitter at that time. But then when I got to like, oh, I had Valentine's Day with my ex, and I think like the last time we spent it together, it was just bad. We got in like a huge fight. It was like terrible. And I was like, this is the last Valentine's Day I'm spending with this man. And then we broke up a couple months later. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like buy myself Popeyes and watch this movie. And it was like the best Valentine's Day ever. Like I had so much fun. I was just eating like food I liked. I was watching stuff, and I was like, oh my God, this was really fun. And then I started like celebrating with with my friends, and we would go to like Valentine's Day brunch like every year. And like last year we went to like a tea house, and it was just really fun because we just, and at that point three of my friends were in relationships. So I like them for still like making an effort to like kind of include me when they do have someone. But like when I started like, you know, putting it on like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna eat Shake Shack, I'm gonna do what I really like, and it just made it more fun. And I hate that before, that I will admit that I was a little bitter about it. I was like, ew, people who post Valentine's Day suck. And now that I'm like not like that, I kind of like look, it's weird to me that people are still like in their 20s and Twitter like being like, ew, don't do that. Because I'm like, don't be that bitter person. Like it's, there's no reason to like be bitter. So I'm happy I'm not that page. But I also think like, yeah, what?
Sorry, you can continue. I just thought of a funny story that I want to make sure I share. It's not about me, but it's about something I saw on social media yesterday. I thought was the
Oh,
funniest thing ever.
okay. Yeah, the last thing I would just say about Valentine's Day is that, which kind of like Amari, how you said like you were like, oh, I want something from like a partner, not from my parents or something like that. I feel like I felt like that way for a while, but then like when I got older, obviously you start appreciate the things your parents do, and like every single year since I can remember, my parents have got me something. And I think before I was just kind of like, I want a boyfriend to do this, but now looking back, it's like, oh, that's really nice that like every single year my parents have included me, and that's whether I had a boyfriend, whether or not, like, consistently they have got me something. And I'm like, I do feel bad for people who like don't experience that, because I think it's important to be like, you can get love from other places. And I think if we do that more as like parents and stuff, like maybe people would feel a little better. So now, like, I don't know, going forward, I'm like, oh, that actually like means a lot that my parents like get me like a small thing it's like a $15 Shake Shack gift card or like my favorite candy, but it does mean a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, that's also upset at myself. I'm like, why would I say that I didn't want that? Because I'm like, I love that. Why would I say that? I was probably just in my feelings last Valentine's Day, feeling all bitter and alone, and now I'm like in a better place. And I'm like, Mom, I want my presents back.
Should we jump into our top romantic moment?
Oh yes, but first, can I just share this one quick Valentine's? Okay, so my friend posted on Instagram that she had gone to she went to a wine shop the other day on Valentine's Day. And there was this woman in the wine shop who was like, it's Valentine's Day. Everyone should have a good day. And my friend says, yes. And then the woman looks straight at my friend and says, like with a straight face, but not everyone will. And my friend was like, what the heck?
Oh my God, that's so mean.
What was this woman like, possessed? Like,
I'm like, she wasn't okay.
She was like a witch.
Like, who hurt her?
Oh no. Yeah, I hope I'm not like that. I really don't want to be that person that's like just super bitter. I was like that, like immediately after my breakup, and looking back, I'm like, wow, I'm embarrassed that I was like that. It was not a good look.
Yeah, I'm trying not to become bitter grapes and stay happy about it. Like I said, I love love. Love makes me really happy, but I am realizing that and this is me, I'm a little judgmental. I'm a Capricorn. What can I say? But if I'm looking at a relationship and there are things that I don't approve of, I get very annoyed. I get like, you don't deserve love. So I need to get over that, because who am I to decide who deserves love? But
I have to work on that too, though, because I be judging the shit out of people.
I be judging.
It is what it is. I'm gonna be honest about it.
You know what's funny? I'm a judgmental person, but that's the one thing I've never like felt like, you know, like, why is that person, or they don't deserve it, or I'm just kind of like, I want that too.
I think so. I had to realize that like not everyone wants to like be the best they want to be and like get a partner that brings out the best with them. Like some people just want to be comfortable. Like I had to realize that like that's not what I want, but it's okay if other people want that, because I feel like a lot of times I'm just like, oh, I want my friend to be the best. I want her to have the best. I want her to dump this man. He's not the best. But it's like, that's not really up to me to say. If she wants this boring dude and he just is there, I gotta like accept that. So I think like talking to like my friends, I'm like, oh, okay, we're not all trying to get the same thing, and that's okay. So I'm doing it like better of being more accepting of like that type of thing.
I'm working on it. I still got a ways to go. Because I just be like, you did some dumb shit. So low key, I'm not about to talk to you for a little while.
Oh, I still do that too. I'm not going to tell you that, but it might be looking a little quiet from me for a little bit.
But I definitely feel like I need to get over it, because I was that girl too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. You can talk to us on social media at So-Called Oreos, and you can email us at socalledoreos@gmail.com with any questions or feedback. We want feedback. We love feedback. Give us the feedback. You can listen to us anywhere you get podcasts, and we would love if you could rate and subscribe and leave a review. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye.